Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about why paid ads are really not going to help your business that much and how you can create organic traffic instead that will be much more beneficial to scaling your brand. So everybody knows that you can pay for ads on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Google, all the things. But also TikTok is rolling out paid promotional advertising now as well. But paid advertising is just never going to be as conversional or authentic as organic marketing. If you can build an organic brand with organic traffic, with people that genuinely care about your brand and what you have to say and what you're selling because they're attached to your brand and a community, then that's going to be much more growth oriented and sustainable than just paying for advertising. So I know that there are a lot of popular social media coaches that talk all about paying for ads and Facebook Ads Manager, and they sell organic traffic courses and pay to promote them, which I think is really interesting. But nonetheless, there are a lot of popular people that kind of promote it as another idea or a quick alternative to organic traffic. And the thing is that you can create organic traffic very quickly if you know what you're doing. The problem with paid advertising is that you're throwing your ads in front of people who didn't ask to see your ads and then retargeting based on whether or not they looked at them or opened it or clicked a link or whatever. So what you really need to be doing is putting your content in front of the people that are already looking for that type of content, and then you are the answer to their question, you're the answer to their search. Um, that's going to be a lot more sustainable, and it's going to have a much higher conversion rate and have a much lower acquisition cost. Literally just this morning I was on a client call with someone who was telling me all about how they completely stopped running Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Pinterest ads because they just were not seeing really any conversion. They were spending a lot of money to barely make that money back. So by implementing organic marketing strategies on Pinterest and TikTok, they've been able to completely replace the marketing efforts that they were paying for and lower their customer acquisition cost. So how can you create that cross-platform traffic? Because it can feel like a very long process. So let's talk about the platforms that you're going to be targeting. First is Pinterest, TikTok, a little bit of Instagram, and then of course Google. So SEO and using search engines to grow and reach new people is going to be the quickest and most reliable form of organic marketing. So with Pinterest and Google, you're able to search for keywords, see what people are already searching for, look at search trends and demographics and all of that so that you can create content with those keywords so that it can be shown to the people that are looking for it. Now, Google is massive. It can be a lot harder to rank and get your content to rank. So if you focus on getting your content to rank on Pinterest, that same content will begin to rank on Google with time. And not a lot of time either, just a couple of months, and it should be ranking on Google. So Pinterest is a really amazing tool because it is a search engine. It's not a social media platform, but it still has that visual photo and now video element to it. So Pinterest is rolling out a new feature, Idea Pins, which is getting a lot of push right now. And so literally just uploading your TikToks and repurposing your content from other platforms onto those Idea Pins is getting people hundreds of thousands of views every single month. The other thing that you can do is obviously the regular pins. So enabling rich pins and having really good descriptions on your pins, having rich board descriptions and multiple boards that you're posting content onto is going to help you get a high volume of traffic. The other thing that will be really beneficial to you is scheduling out your content. Pinterest really does value quality and quantity, and so if you can be posting like 15 times a day through a scheduler, I recommend Tailwind. That's what I use, but you don't have to use that at all. But if you can schedule out your content so that you're posting very, very regularly, fresh new content all the time, that's a mixture of your Instagram content, your TikToks, your blog content, anything that you're promoting for your products. A good mixture of all of those types of content with high search volume keywords that people are looking for is going to get you a ton of organic traffic clicks back to your website and traffic to your other social media platforms. So when you're able to post things on Pinterest, this is where you're really going to pull in the majority of your audience from, and then it'll also start to happen with Google, but you'll be linking people back to your website, your Instagram, your TikTok. And so even if you're not seeing a lot of reach and growth on those platforms right away, you'll be able to see traffic coming from your other platforms, which will then cycle into traffic there, because as more people are clicking to and interacting with your content on places like TikTok or Instagram, the more those platforms push your content out to more people. So you'll have kind of a triple thronged approach where you are reaching people on Pinterest, TikTok, Google, Instagram, and then you're also bouncing people from platform to platform, which is going to help with your ranking, your searchability, your brand awareness, and it's also going to help to create connectivity with your audience and create a community. When someone has multiple interactions with you, like they see you on Pinterest and then they go to your TikTok and then they watch your TikTok videos, oh, now they're on your Instagram. They've had so much interaction with you leading up to that point that you now have a follower, you now have a consistent audience member, and you probably have a customer because they've had so much engagement with you. Hopefully your content was good and conversional, and that's a whole other video, is creating content that's actually going to get people's attention and get them to want to engage with you. But the first thing is obviously getting that content in front of people, and so that's what this is all about. So when I talk about using all of these different platforms, people tend to get really, really overwhelmed very easily, and I totally understand that. Using a lot of platforms and creating content for a lot of platforms can become very overwhelming. So what I teach all of my clients is kind of a content pyramid, and it's really simple for you to repurpose content and create content that goes a mile deep instead of a mile wide. So if you can think of what a pyramid looks like, obviously on the top you have one thing and then everything comes down from there. So at the top you might have one larger piece of content like a blog or a podcast or a YouTube video, and then down from there you have 3 Instagram posts that are about that same topic, and then you have Reels and TikToks about each of the little points that you made on each of those Instagram posts. And so you can kind of create this pyramid of content, and then at the bottom is Pinterest, and so you're able to repurpose and recycle all of the other content that you've made onto Pinterest and make it really, really easy for yourself. So when you're content planning, instead of planning out specific videos or topics, try to create just one really good, really in-depth piece of larger content, and then use that throughout the week to break it down into other types of content. So your Instagram Reels, your TikToks can be put onto Pinterest. Your promotional pins for your blog post or your YouTube video can also be put on Pinterest. You can take your Instagram photos and put them on Pinterest and link people back to your Instagram so they can read your caption. Try to treat your caption like a mini blog post. There's so many different ideas for content and the things that you can create where you can really repurpose. And you can even take your TikToks and just repurpose those to Reels. You don't have to make 2 videos for everything. Think about how you can simplify and streamline the process and kind of work your way down this pyramid so that you have really cohesive, really consistent content that serves and gives a lot of value to people, because then you give people a reason to go to your other platforms. So say they find you on TikTok, they're watching a TikTok video, they want to know more about it. You're able to take them over to your Instagram where they can read more in depth on your post, and then they can go to your blog or watch your YouTube video. And so you can see how you're giving people a lot of value, you're giving them a lot of information, but you're pulling them to platform with the value that you provide. You're not just giving it all away on one platform. You're able to push traffic from place to place and build connection and build a community with your audience. If you are struggling to create content that is converting, or to do keyword research, or to figure out what type of content or branding you actually want to be putting out into the world, be sure to check out my website. I have one-on-one coaching with me, a membership. I offer the occasional masterclass. I haven't quite announced when the next one is coming up, but there will be another one coming. The membership has really great tutorials, in-depth screen recordings of me showing you exactly what I do, what I teach my clients, and then of course one-on-one. I'm happy to help you customize a strategy for your brand. So be sure to check that out. Send me a message if you have any questions, and be sure to subscribe and follow me on my other social media. There's a lot of good, valuable content over, especially on TikTok, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.